Hello there, it's Elliot once again, continuing with our revision of our paper 1 mock exam. So in this recording, I'm going to be focusing on question 1, which asks you to advise the board on the implications to 21st and shareholders on the offer by First Venture Capital Fund. So specifically, we are looking at offer 1. So here, looking at the required, I've been asked to advise. So the word advice is very important. So it means here you're coming to the board as a business advisor. So one of the shareholders say, guys, here's an offer. So the board is evaluating the offer, whether and whenever you're evaluating an offer, what is the basic underlying principle? To 21st, what is the business rationale of this transaction? Are we going to benefit from the offer? Then the shareholders are also worried about the business rationale of this offer. So before you answer this requirement, what is the expectation? Number 1, you need to go back to offer 1 and ask yourself, what exactly was offered in offer 1? So offer 1 by First Venture Capital Fund. So in this case, I expect you to go back to the scenario, specifically the section where offer 1 was made, and identify the key things in offer 1. And which is what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to scroll through my scenario up until I get to the point where offer 1 was made. So this offer 1 headed restructuring of the loan. So what was offered? Current. So I'm going to put current position. Current position. There's a loan of 1.5 million. So looking at the current position, what does it mean? So if we're looking at the current position, it means 21st is paying interest on the loan. Because for me, whenever I'm evaluating a restructuring, I need to understand where am I currently. So currently, I'm paying interest on the loan. Currently, it means I've got a debt to equity structure. My current debt to equity structure. Okay. Then, what is the First Venture Capital offering? They've expressed interest to invest in Class B shares. So these guys want to buy Class B shares. Okay. So therefore, to invest Class B shares, they've made a proposal of 50% of their current loan to be converted at their discretion into 3,000 Class B shares in 3 years' time. Very important. When would the conversion occur? It will only occur after 3 years. So today, they just said 50% being 750,000 will be converted in 3 years' time. And they will also lend a further 1 million to 21st immediately. Okay, interesting. So today, we'll get additional debt of 1 million. So if I get additional debt, what does it mean to me? I need to pay interest. What is going to be the impact to my debt to equity ratios if I'm 21st? Okay. Then let's go through what also the other details. Existing repayment terms will continue to apply. So it means the conversion is at the discretion of First Venture Capital Fund. So in 3 years' time, they may choose not to convert or they may convert. So there are 2 possibilities that I need to consider. So these are the discretion of the First Venture Capital Fund. So the board is considering the implication of the proposal to 21st and its shareholders. So effectively, the scenario had already given you the required. So implication, what is our current position? What will be the new position going forward? What's changing? What will change in the future? So for this evaluation of this transaction, it was very important that you get your timelines right. So today, we are going to get, so I'm going to say today, what's going to happen? We are going to get additional 1 million. So I'm saying additional. So today, what's going to be our total loan balance with 6 venture capital? We are going to get 2.4 million. So today, what does it mean to our interest payments? Today, what does it mean to our debt to equity ratios? Today, what does it mean to our liquidity? So you're asking all these questions. So interest, you're going to have to pay more interest, but our loan balance is gone up. Debt to equity ratio definitely is going to, we are now carrying more debt. So our gearing is going to increase. Liquidity, we have received a 1 million cash injection. So all these considerations are very important. And today to the shareholder, maybe the shareholder is not yet affected, except to the extent of whether the new capital structure is in line with their expectations. Then I also need to ask myself, in 3 years' time, what's going to happen? So in 3 years' time, if conversion, we are going to give shares to First Venture Capital Fund. The moment we give shares, what happens to the existing shareholders? Potential dilution. If not convert, what's going to happen? We may need to repay the original loan. So do we have the money to make the repayment? And if not convert, it means our capital structure is now carrying this 2.5 million is now being carried forward, and we have to worry about having the funds to repay back the loan. So I'm sure, as you can see from my analysis, the most important thing was understanding the timelines of the restructuring. Where are we before this offer? Before this offer, we got a loan of 1.5 million. Where we are paying interest, obviously we got our debt to equity ratio before this restructuring. So with the offer, what's going to happen today? What's going to happen in future? What does it mean to the shareholders? What does it mean to 21st? So to illustrate this, if you then look at how we structured our solution, we discuss the solution from a 21st perspective. What does it mean from 21st? And it's effectively capturing what I was discussing in the preceding page. What does it mean to 21st the Kanban? It means to 21st, our vision and mission may be diverted because First Venture Capital Fund may now have a controlling stake in the business, getting 1 million immediate cash injection. However, gearing will be increased in the short term. Okay, and also to 21st, if 50% is going to be repaid in shares, that is, if First Venture Capital Fund takes the option to convert, it's going to, cash flows are going to be positively impacted. We will not be required to repay the loan. Also, Class B shares do not have any dividend. So from a cash flow perspective, 21st is very good. However, if decide not to convert, we need to repay back the loan on top of the additional 1 million. Can you see the answer is following through the flow of the transaction and the related timelines? And that same line of things to the shareholder, what does it mean? The shareholder is mostly worried about the conversion, because if we convert, power may be diluted. So these calculations are just illustrating the possible dilution that may happen. However, from a shareholder perspective, Class B shares do not earn dividends. So from shareholder, this transaction will not affect our existing dividend that we're earning, because there's not going to be any dilution to our dividends. Capital structure, I discussed that taking up this offer may have an impact on the capital structure. Why? Because we are taking on additional debt. So in conclusion, the fundamental principle from this question was, did you understand the terms of the restructuring? And then in advising, whenever you are advising, you need to understand first of all the current position of the person you are trying to advise. Then you need to consider the new position that they are going to come to. And then reconciling the two. What are the pros? What are the cons? So advising is not just looking at the negatives. I also need to look at the positives that may come up from the new position that they would find themselves in. So put simply, if you now look at it, this question was a non-technical question, but we just wanted someone to apply their business acumen to be able to come up with the proper advice to both 21st and the shareholders. So I hope this has clarified in terms of the expectations in answering this particular requirement from your mock exam. Thank you very much for taking time to watch this video.